Good evening, everybody. The topic that I have chosen is personality. Siddharth Dutta. The topic that I have chosen for the presentation is personality. What I would define the word personality would be, it is something that the way you carry yourself amongst others is what reflects your personality. We have always heard a very famous saying, which is, a man is known by his shoes. So it's a very small aspect of our attire, but even that smallest part of our attire shows what kind of a person we are. That reflects our personality. There are other ways as well to look at it. Like, people also try to show their personality as getting marked in an audience. When you try to speak something out of the box, that also reflects that you're a very dashing personality, a different human being, a person who can think differently from the normal crowd. That also reflects your personality. Just to keep in the general terms, smartness, presentability, body language, grooming, softness, a sense of gratitude, and definitely, since we are in the smile industry, so the word smile, all of this adds up to the personality that a person carries. Sir gave us 5 different words, and probably I found personality to be the one which includes all of them, which will be character, confidence, interpersonal skills, and happiness. All these 4 will again add up to your personality, the way you present yourself or portray yourself to others. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. My topic for the day is personality. For a few minutes, I'm going to talk about personality in a completely different aspect, which nobody has ever heard, nobody has ever seen, or nobody has ever even touched or felt. For me, personality is something related to ideas, your thought process. Personality defines, your ideas define your personality. I say this because over the years, men can be forgotten, and even centuries later, an idea can still change the world. The reason why I say men can be forgotten is he can be caught, he can be killed, and he can die, he can perish. But you cannot touch an idea, you cannot feel it, you cannot hold it. Ideas do not feel pain, ideas do not bleed, they do not feel pain, and they do not love. But the most important part about ideas is, even after centuries, they can still change the world, and they can still set new trends. The reason I am talking about ideas in the topic of personality is because the best example I could relate to is Aryabhatta. Everybody knows Aryabhatta over here, I think the famous mathematician who introduced Vedic mathematics, or any other personality who lived 500 years ago. You know about Karn, you know about Aryabhatta, everybody, but their ideas define their personality. It is not what they were at that point of time. Nobody has a picture, nobody has a pictography, nobody has a painting of how Aryabhatta looked or anybody else looked. But what defines them is their idea, and that is special. So keep dreaming, keep coming up with new ideas. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My topic is happiness. Happiness means joy or well-being, which fills energy. It is a secret of success and important phase of life. Happiness is a part of life, and there are different phases of life, and we should face each and every phase of life and moment of life confidently and happily. Happiness may be in any form and different for different people, which makes someone feel good and confident. It is visible on anybody's face as a charm, smile, confidence, and excitement. It automatically motivates us and helps us to achieve our goals. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My topic for the day is personality. What is personality? Basically, in my point of view, it is the way by which a person carries himself, the way he gets dressed, how he speaks, and his gestures, etc. I've divided a personality into 5 factors, which can give an idea about a person and which can adds on to his personality also. Good communication skills, it adds on to the personality of a person, as if the communication skills of a person are not good and he's not fluent and he's not very good in imparting his ideas, so I think that's a deduction at his personality part. Non-verbal communication, as non-verbal communication is the most prior thing which a guest in a hotel industry can look at a person and think that what kind of person he is. If he is doing different kind of gestures in the front office or the lobby area, then a person can be seen that, like, the guest can think that what kind of person he will be. Designation. If someone tells us the GM of the hotel is Martin Johnston, so when I have not met him also, I was like, there was an image for him in my mind that he will be a dynamic personality. The personalities can be divided into submissive as well as dominant personality also. Submissive personalities, in my point of view, are like the people who are like underestimate themselves, and dominant personalities are like who are very overconfident and thinks that we are the boss. The confidence is one more aspect. Confidence adds on to the personality, and that's all for the day. Thank you. Chinmay sir.
Start now. Good evening, everyone. I have chosen the topic personality. Personality is a combination of emotional and behavior response of an individual. In short, it's a whole character and nature of a human being, the way the person carries himself. And personality of someone looks unique from the other of the people. Personality is displayed in more than just behavior. It can also be seen in thoughts, feeling, relationship, and other social interaction. A person having a good personality makes it separate from the people around them. That's it. Good evening, everybody. My name is Shrishti. Well, thanks. Well, to start with, I just could not resist not choosing happiness because this is something which I really strongly believe. I think it's the most important aspect of a human life. Happiness to me is basically a quality which I fail to understand why all of us don't possess. Only a few of us amongst here, they have the ability to make other people happy. Well, I remember this, it reminds me of what my father always says, that it's very difficult to make people cry, to make them sad by using harsh words, but I think it's very, very difficult to make people laugh, smile. So a few of my friends here, I think they are very good at this, so hats off to them. I salute them. And yeah, happiness to me is basically, it's like a connection. All those people here who desire to be happy, I feel connected to them. I feel like, we have a common desire to stay happy. So to me, it's a connection. Thank you. Also, getting into the technical aspect a little, happiness is, like people say, those people who are happy, they stay longer, they live longer. So I think health to me is a state of mind, and a happier mind the human stays more healthy. That's what I believe. And the last thing which on happiness I would like to say is confidence. Like, happiness and confidence go hand in hand, and confidence, it's built stronger. I believe your confidence is built stronger if you are happy. And it's like bring it on whatever situation is. If you are happy, you feel strong. Right? Concluding to all the gyan which I have given, I think happiness, it's like a power booster to all the 5 things which you have mentioned, which is like the confidence, personality. I think it just boosts up everything which you have mentioned, interpersonal skill and all of that. Thank you for bearing.
Good evening, everyone. The topic I chose is personality. According to me, personality is a combination of all the attributes that a person have, like the way he stands, the way he talks, his hand gestures, usually body language, his behavioral traits, his emotions. Personality is influenced by extrinsic and intrinsic factors. Intrinsic as in the health. Like a person who is weak will feel more lazy and inactive. And extrinsic factors includes the way, his environment in which he is groomed, and his family background, his friends. These all factors influence a personality of a person. Our personality starts building at the early stage of a toddler stage, and it keeps on building till we are old. Personalities can be both positive and negative. Positive personality usually attracts people towards them. So, in a nutshell, I will conclude that personality is what we project ourselves to the others. It should be positive so that we could attract attention and influence others. Thank you.
So my name is Lakshit. And the topic that I've chosen today is interpersonal skills. For me, interpersonal skills is anything that we use in our everyday communication, right? It can be also operational communication that we have. Any kind of information that we want to pass on from a higher position to a low position, or from a low position to a upper position, can be called as a interpersonal skills, right? It does not only include the communication, but it also includes the confidence
Let's listen.
It also includes our ability to pass on the message that whatever we want to say, right? It also includes situation handling with context to guests as well, and with context to our fellow colleagues as well. Anyone with strong interpersonal skills will be a calm, very confident, and will have a charisma that will attract everybody towards himself. It does not only include the speech or his vocabulary or anything. It will also include the body language and non-verbal communication that we know that, and any communication that helps you to improve and develop an ongoing process can be termed as interpersonal skills.
Good.
Thank you.
My name is Kanika. Okay, I've selected this topic because I think it's the most important personal aspect that is required in our industry, which is hotel industry. With the new challenges that we have to face every day, almost every day. And so I'll simply explain, as in simple words, I think confidence is a state of being wherein you feel you can achieve anything, and everything almost is achievable. Okay, and confidence basically gives you the power to go beyond what is expected out of you, and you give an exceptional performance at work as well. So, as most of my colleagues before have mentioned, there is a very thin line between confidence and overconfidence, and overconfidence is in another way an arrogance, which should be prevented. So we should always be conscious of that thin line. And I'd like to say more about confidence and overconfidence. Confidence is a very positive aspect, and overconfidence on the other hand is negative. When confidence can make your day, overconfidence can ruin someone else's day. And lastly, I would like to share a personal idea. There are days when you don't feel very confident about new situations, and you find yourself in something that you have never expected. On such days, I imagine my previous manager, whom I think is the most confident person I've ever met in my whole life. And I imagine what he would do in that situation, how he would react, what would he say, and it gives me a lot of power. Thank you.